What up, everybody? It's week 2 of 2025, season 2 for NASA. It's not NASA. It's just the iRacing Rallycross officials. My name is Brian Sawyer. I got Stephen Moreau in the truck here with me. We're gonna watch some 4 races. Stephen, I think you're racing some. How are you doing? Are you excited?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to race some of these, and I'm hoping that I can make it into the top splits. We're drawing out a lot of people for these Sunday or Saturdays for these Saturday races, which is awesome. But
It's okay. I
also,
thought
it's
today
bad
was
news
Sunday
for me
earlier,
as the
too.
war reporter who wants to get in on these actions so I can report the battlefield.
Yeah, it's not
I
only
just have
making
to
top
report for the
split.
bottom
It's
split.
surviving whatever split you're in. Well, we're gonna take a look at 4 races we're doing today. We're gonna hit the rookie series first here in about 1 minute. We're going to Phoenix Raceway. Then we're going to go to Daytona for the C fixed for the supercars. And we're going right back to D-class Beetle Lights. That's at Atlanta. Stephen, what was that noise? And then we're going the B for Hell.
There might have been a car going by. Let me close my window.
It sounded like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, there's definitely a car going by.
That's all good. So we're going to hit those. We'll look at some race results and we'll see what's going on here.
I normally have noise suppression on my end, but I throw on my mic. The downsides of having a $150 microphone.
Well, while looks like we got 3 sessions going off right now for the rookie series. Real quick, while we're waiting for the session to launch, we're going to look at the current rookie series.
Oh my god, I forgot we can do this. This looks so beautiful.
We're going to look at the current series standings. Kieran Lifflander, Quentin Hamlet. Quentin Hamlet's a name I hadn't really seen earlier or last week. He's up at the top of the charts. It looks like most of the series. Yuka Jorkan. I'm not reading all these names that I can't say. Yua. Handry, Emma Smith, Russell Holmes, Thor Kunz, Jane Keach. All these Finnish names that we will not normally see at this time, as they are. It's like 2 a.m. for them, so we normally won't see these guys, but they're putting on a show. Kieran Lifflander, 363 points to Quentin Hamlet's 337, so that's a decent lead after 2 weeks. We'll see.
I think the name in 8th is Jan Heiskanen. I think that's how you pronounce that.
With a K?
Yeah.
I don't know. We got
Heiskanen. Like,
I'm gonna need to get Google Translate out for some of these. Just please pronounce this for me. We'll be experts in the Finnish language, Stephen. We'll be men of culture.
Yes. Men of the culture.
But session's loading up. Looks like we're gonna have Brandon Valdez, Chris Lunan, Emma Smith, Jake Robichaud, Jeff Howarth, Kieran Lifflander, Sander Edgerton, and Theo Janssen.
Alright, and I am officially loaded into my bottom split session.
Second or the third split?
Probably the second split.
Strength of the field for the one we're looking at here is 2554.
Mine's 1300. So I'll tell you what though, that doesn't discourage me from racing. If anything, it makes me more excited to race.
And we're pulling.
Not sure if stream is still heard by Brian.
There we go. I'm
right on board with Kieran Lifflander.
We're right on board with Kieran, or we're not on board with Kieran Lifflander. We're just
sorry,
watching
we're not on board, I guess, but we're just
watching him do his first qualify lap. Phoenix is a rough track since What was it, Steven? What was it called? They did the damage model update, and the cars take the jumps a lot different than they have for the past few years. And
Yeah, the
it's a little,
suspension, it
yeah,
don't
you
work
gotta
like it
slow
don't
down a
work
little bit.
no more.
I think last week
Oh,
when we
I
had
see.
Kieran here, Kieran was
Oh.
two-wheeling it for most of the jumps here. But he's doing okay tonight. He's hitting the curbs, and he's hitting the walls. Okay, maybe not the lap he wants. Jake Robichaud coming in, finishing his first or second lap. His first lap, he gets pole position. Just to
Getting
start,
a
he got
real
pole-
taste of that new wall there.
Yeah, that's
in the
right. They
horseshoe.
added a wall in the past couple weeks.
You can no longer skip right through there now. You have to,
Yeah,
ride all the way around.
It's really only there to stop people who miss the jump or miss the
Just
miss
the bad
turn from
actors.
cutting the track, because you could cut and then get rid of your slowdown and gain more time than you would lose by going through. We got Theo Johnson here. Theo Jonathan. Johannesson? I don't know. Trying to find a car on track.
Johansson.
It's been a day, Steve.
Swedish.
Yeah, listen.
Alright, though.
We're going to be Swedish and Finnish experts. Oh, Emma just pointed it out in chat. Yes, Kieran just ran a 31.7. I'm happy when I hit like a 38.0. A 37.1 is an unreal time for...
That's asking a little much of me, man.
That hurts my feelings.
31
that's
is
qualifying
crazy.
done. That's qualifying done. We'll go ahead.
Hey, what timing? That's also qualifying done for me as well.
Yeah. Where'd you wind up?
I wound up 6th.
All
With a
right.
42.9.
Starting grid for this race is Kieran Lifflander, Emma Smith, Theo Johansson, Brendan Valdez, Jake Robichaud, Sander, Jeff Hallworth, and Chris Lunan. One joker for this lap, or for the series. One joker for all these series. It's not NASA Rallycross. And we're off. Kieran Lifflander and Emma Smith side by side going through the first turn. With a 37.1 time, Jake Robichaud getting a little turned around in the back. Everybody gets to keep going. Emma Smith breaking to the joker. Anybody else going out there? No, that was Kieran breaking to the joker. It's like Jake Robichaud and quite a few people went to the joker. Let's find the race here. Jake Robichaud comes out in front of Emma Smith. Nope, in front or right behind Sander. Timing got all messed up. So we got a nice little race here for third position with Sander, Jake, and Emma.
Car on my inside.
Sander stays on the normal track, along with Jake. Brandon Valdez out in the joker. Same with Theo. Theo came out. Emma Smith took their joker. And now we're all a little bit spread out. So we'll see everybody come through. Kieran Lifflander 37.2. Unreal times. Now everybody but Chris Lunan and Jeff Haworth have jokered. Chris Lunan is 12 seconds back to the car in front of him. I don't think you normally get a joker delta that big. Same with Jeff. Jeff is right behind Chris. Normally don't get a delta that big. Let's go right on board one of these cars. We're going to go on board a Brandon Valdez. We had cameras for Lifflander earlier tonight. He looked like a normal human, but I'm pretty sure if you pull the hair up, there's There's some antennas down there. He is a proper alien.
Yeah, he's definitely an alien with speed, for sure. He took being one with the car too seriously. If you ask him a very select few set of questions, he might even tell you he's a Decepticon.
Oh boy. Well, we're about halfway through this race. Lap 5 of 8. Kieran Leflander sets another 37-1, faster than before. He's going to break into the 36s soon. He's got to.
Oh, for sure. He's picking up a lot of pace, and it is insane
Emma Smith
how
goes
much
off the
pace
jump
he's picking up
sideways.
and
Almost
down.
gives us our first flip of the night, Steven. We almost had the first flip on the flip cam. Emma Smith, though, hits the curb into the wall. That was not a great rejoin. Theo Smith gets by. Sander gets by. Jake gets by. Emma backed out in front of all the other cars. Falling to 7th. Maybe they're out for the evening. Or for this race. Jake Robichaud looking to take 3rd place now from Sander. I'm gonna try it again. It's Endbressen. Ngngbre Bresen. Tsen. Endbressen. Sure. We're just gonna go with that. Somebody can correct me if we're wrong. Yikes is right with that rejoin. We got 1 lap left. Let's ride on board Jake. See if he can close this under 1 second gap to Sander.
Closing in on a podium here myself with 3 laps left to go.
And I'm excited for that one, Steven. You weren't here last week, but the week prior when you were war reporting, it was trial by fire. Jake really closed it. He closed it down to about half a second. It's really going to come down to this last section here if he can get the run. I don't think it's going to happen. Looks like Sander's going to maintain the 3rd. Kieran Liflander has won this race. I think, oh no, it was not the last lap. I can't count. We've determined I can't read, I can't count. So Jake still has this last section to see if he can do it. He's got it down to 3/10. He's right on Sanders' rear end. Is he gonna make the turn happen? He might. Jake makes it happen. He's stuck next to him, side by side, next to the Alberto car. Jake's gonna get the run. Sanders right behind, and Jake's gonna maintain 3rd and take it home. An excellent ending to that race. We're gonna pull up the results to that. We get Kieran Liflander in 1st, Theo Johnson in 2nd, Johansson in 2nd, Jake, Sander, Jeff Howarth, Chris Linden, Brendan Valdez, and Emma Smith rounding out the rest of the field. Kieran's fastest lap 4, 37-1, Steven. 37-1. It's nuts. But onward.
Oh, no. Oh, there goes my podium.
Oh, no.
Rough entry onto one of the corners.
Oh, no.
Darn it. That's okay.
Well, that's Phoenix done and dusted, Steven.
Still collect a 5th, which should still give me some rating.
We're going to go ahead. We'll pull up the race results for that. See what we can see. Looks like Kieran only got 6 rating off of that. Theo with 89. That's a good jump for him. Jake 22 up. Sander 22 up.
Oh, he still
Or
came
44
4th,
up.
actually.
Emma Smith lost 109 by hitting that wall. That's it's not what you want to see when you start breaking into 4,000. The losses hurt more and more. Look at that. We're 2 minutes early. We haven't been 2 minutes early in a while. We've been just struggling to catch the next race on time.
Like, actually, though.
Last week, I think we were coming through midway through qualifying. If everybody qualifies in the session, as soon as it goes off, we get to the next one faster.
All right, well, I still came fourth, even though I had a little mistake there. I still came fourth, which gave me 2 iRating. Let's go.
Awesome. All right. We're just waiting for the next one. We'll go back. It's going to be at Daytona. I don't know if we're at Daytona long or short. It's Daytona short we're going to be at. The Daytona short's my favorite of the 2 Daytonas. Coming out of the dirt is a lot more fun. I'm not a big fan on long of the hairpin at before the straightaway. You like Daytona, Steven?
Daytona is so much fun. Honestly, my favorite track is Hell. I'm really excited for that.
Are you racing the supercars for this tonight? Are we getting full on war reporting?
Will be. Oh yeah.
All right. No race sessions at this time.
We don't get a Josh Darnell. Definitely be having me running all cars.
All right.
All right. It looks like the next session is D class. So it looks like this week it'll be rookie, D class, C class, and then B class.
I mean, we should be at yeah, C class is next.
Or sorry, it'll be E class and then E class.
We're loading in. We're getting there. We're moving. It took a minute.
C class is until 6:30 for me.
C class is already popped right now, Steven. I'm loading into
it. Oh, has it already popped?
It has.
Oh.
Did you not get in?
No. I didn't even realize it popped already.
I guess you're up here with me.
You just literally just said, for me, it just said it was, it wasn't gonna pop until 6:30. I just got out of my session.
All right. Actually, what I want to go see, yeah, you might have to do the withdrawal method and go register that way if you're trying to hit.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it.
What I did want to see,
I'll register
championship
for D,
points. That was a big one for Kieran. 153. That's a good number. I mean, you get a higher number, or a higher strength of field, you get a bigger number. 153s though, that's nothing to sneeze about.
No, it's not. It's still a lot of.
We get a 3,700 strength of field for the C class here. It's going to be Alexander Seymour, Chris Lunan, Klaus Kreutzer, Emma Smith, Jake Robichaud, and Kieran Lifflander. Just waiting for it to load up here.
While it loads up, maybe we can read some programming notes.
Sure, we can do that. Can you read them, or do you want me to read them?
I mean, I can give her a shot. I don't know. Right. I won't be able to tell you like who's all doing what,
okay.
But I can tell you where they are and what the names are.
Where they are and what's going on.
So we got round 5 Knockhill NASA Rallycross features on ASM Plus live streams if you pay for the membership, and then it'll be thrown on to the actual channel a few days after, on the 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then round 5 at Knockhill Rallycross Lights World Championship at on the 30th will be 9 p.m. after that. So make sure you stick around. If you watch the features, make sure you stick around for the lights. And then for contenders, we'll have NASA Rallycross contenders on the 31st at 9 p.m. at Knockhill as well. And then we get round 7 of Watkin Glens at Torque Sports Car Series on the 3rd next month at 8:40 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll come back to the NASA Rallycross World Championship for more Knockhill on the 5th of that month at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then that starts us into our new week of
All right, Steven,
Barcelona.
I'm gonna cut you off there because we're in qualifying, and Jake Robichaud's finishing up his first lap. We're gonna see where he pulls off. He pulls a 34.2. That puts him in the first. We'll see where everybody else comes out. Kieran Lifflander on his first lap. Emma's crossing the line for theirs. 33.7. Alexander Seymour. That's wrong. That was a Joker lap, I think. But Chris Linden finishes his with a 35.1. I'm sure it says something about me on this car, but I don't have a camera angle to see it. Klaus Cruiser with a 33.6. That's a great time for Klaus. And it looks like Kieran scrubbed his first lap. Maybe. Nope, a 32.8. 7/10 up. Nobody's giving me a flip tonight. Kieran on 2 wheels. I just want to see one flip. I want to break out my hand-drawn flip counter again, Steven. I don't know if you saw it last week, but I was struggling writing.
There's nothing more than I want to see in your hand-drawn counter, and I would love to see your hand-drawn flip counter.
Everybody,
I don't know if you caught it last week with my my wonderfully graceful OBS text flip counter, but...
All right, Kieran Lifflander, Emma Smith, Jake Robichaud, Klaus Kreutzer, Alexander Seymour, and Chris Lunin. That's our starting grid. We got 8 laps. There's no heats. It's just a straight-up race, Steven.
Indeed it is, and I can't help but notice it is, for tonight, it is an all-American field.
I know. You want to know how you know? I read all the names correctly.
Do you need to get out the old Duolingo? And we're off.
And here we go. Ian Lifflander getting an early lead again. Jake, is that Jake Robichaud? Nope. My timing's out of order. Sounds about right for me. Klaus Kreutzer, though, holds on to second. Emma Smith in third. Chris Linden fourth. We're going We're going off-roading in the back here with Alexander Seymour and Jake Robichaud. But we'll sit back here, look at Emma Smith trying to pass on Klaus Kreutzer. Getting a little loose, and Chris Linden comes into play. So the battle for the final podium spot is closing into 3 cars. No Joker on the first lap. Or they could have Jokered there. No Joker from the start.
I think this is one thing that not a knock on Emma Smith. They clearly have the speed, but they don't have the ability to pass. And I think that's something they greatly need to work on, is their racecrafting for passing.
Yeah, it's hard altering the line. They're going wide. Let's see if they can pull the over-under. There's not room for a car there, but they're trying to make it happen, give a little squeeze. Klaus holds on to it. Kieran with a 33.0. We got some bumping and banging going on in the back here. Alexander Seymour and Jake Robichaud getting sideways. We're getting car parts there. Oh,
we almost had a flip counter.
We almost had a flip counter. Jake, you should have made the car go over. But we're back up front here. Kieran Lifflander got far and away. 4 seconds over Klaus Kreutzer and Emma Smith. Almost clipping that wall. Squiggy Wiggins in chat says you can't pass on iRacing Rallycross. You can. It's difficult. It's great difficulty. You gotta squeeze in, use the jokers, maybe push just a little bit.
Well, I want to see Chris Lunin come up and disturb this back here.
I mean, Chris is gonna have to joker to make that happen. He's 2 seconds off. That's about the Joker delta.
Well, I can see him still I can see him still pulling it in because
Yeah, with these two
right
battling,
now
they might slow up a little
they're
bit.
battling real hard. Kreutzer and Smith are battling, so I can see him getting that pace in there to catch up. But the
Klaus
main
smoking
reason
the
why I
tires.
bring that up is because right now, as it sits, the only two people that are battling for championship points um, are
Kieran and Emma.
Kieran LaFlander and Emma Smith, with Kieran LaFlander being in first,
Yeah,
and then
I
Emma
didn't
Smith,
pull
I
up the.
believe, was in fourth or fifth. So if Emma Smith can make an upset and get past Kreutzer, or if Lunan can get Smith back further behind the pack,
Emma Smith out again. Hits the wall.
oh no, they're fully out.
It looks like they're out on my timing screen, but they are gone. They have clipped the wall.
That's
Not
not what
seeing
you
it
want to
on my
hear.
timing screen. That's not what you want for the championship points. Let's go see if I can find it. I might be able to find it. We're gonna be super professional here. We're just gonna run it back. We can't find it. It's broken. iRacing has broken. Depending on the time this race finishes, we might be able to go figure it out. Kieran Lifflander, final lap, coming around the backstretch for the last time. We haven't looked at him all race. He's just been 9 seconds up. And there we go. That's it. Everybody saved their Joker. There wasn't much for a Joker strategy there. We'll pull the results. Kieran Lifflander, Klaus Kreutzer, Chris Lunan, Alexander Seymour, Jake Robichaud, and Emma Smith.
Little insider baseball information. Emma Smith has said, "Y'all are welcome for the IR donation tonight." Emma Smith,
Yeah, that's a rough
we
one. 2 in a
appreciate
row. That's
your
2 in a
IR
row. That's
donation.
probably a couple hundred points. But, let me
It's
see if I can figure out
unfortunate,
what
but
happened. We got a few minutes, Steven,
I can
until
see you
the
coming
next
back
one.
pretty quick. Anyways,
We got Emma Smith coming around the final turn here. And I think they just clipped the wall. Not here, but coming around in this area.
we'll make a comeback. Probably like right
Yep,
there.
right there. Yep,
Whoa.
clipped it, lost the whole front of the vehicle, and they pulled it off track.
Yeah, it looks like it was a net code.
I just went to dark. I don't know how I did that, but I went to dark, Steven.
Almost went to a night race there for a
Went to a
second.
night race.
Oh, it's Sonoma all over again.
But I didn't pull it up last time. Let me pull it up. I didn't pull it up before the series. This is standing before the series. 352 to 296, like you said. It's first and second. So that was a close race there.
Oh,
Or, yeah. Close.
pleasantly surprised. Jake Roboshow is actually up on the board there.
Yeah, so Jake was competing for points too. I don't know how many he got. We'll see in a moment. I think it just downloaded. So, let's see if this pulls up. Pull this one away and pull this one in. Jake Robichaud with 70 points. Kieran Lifflander with 177. That's an excellent gain.
That's big for Jake Roboshow as well, actually. That 70 points is huge. Because he was 8th on the board, so that should put him a lot closer to 7th place now.
Yeah, we will download this. We will download the results again at the end of the evening and see what it comes out to. But we're about to. We still got time. That race ended early. It was nice. So, well, we got a minute. Let's hit up a couple things here. Sponsors. All our cameras are sponsored by Whiplash SimCams. If you like what you see for cameras, facebook.com/WSimCams. Andrew Cardinale builds them all. They're great. He does these excellent drone cams that you see us using the majority of the night. They're a lot of fun. They get some good angles. They got some nice depth of field. If you're into that kind of thing, check him out. He can hook you up. And if you like what you're watching here, and you want to watch more, you can follow us on all social media. ASN TV USA, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Dark Web. If you can find that one, that's awesome. And if you want to join us, our league, we're NASA Sim Racing. You go to nasasimracing.com, Steven. And where's that bring you? Steven might have went to the bathroom. I don't know.
What's up? I'm here.
That brings you right
No,
to
I'm here.
NASASimRacing.com brings you right to our Discord, where you can sign up for 4 series for all skill levels. Join us.
We have NASA Lights, Contenders, and Supercars. So please come join.
I'm getting race updates from Josh Darnell. He's like, I'm making it to the B class. There's no way I'm making it to the D class. But yeah, that's the wrong schedule. I don't want to look at that one. We already read that off. What I wanted to pull up is this one. We got 2 races in the book. We're going to Atlanta next with the back and the Beetle Lights. This time we got an open set. We got 1 race. We're pulling it up. There's only 5 people in this race, I think. Steven, are you one of the people in this race?
I'm not too sure. We'll find out here. I'm just
but are you registered
inside
for this
reporting. I am indeed actually registered for the D class this time.
Alrighty, we're loading up here. Let's get a quick list of who's in this session. Looks like it's Ashley William. Oh. Ashley Williams, Eric Kasprizik, Hugo Parent, Matthew Kuna. Did I join the wrong one, Steven?
I think you did. You joined. I think you might have joined my session.
I did join your session. It only
if I'm not the
one.
top split.
Yeah, I did click the wrong one. So we're going to be a little delayed getting in there.
Oh, yep.
Oh, boy.
You did click the wrong one.
I done goofed.
We almost got to watch me.
We'll pull up the... now we have an extended wait. We're going to probably miss part of qualifying. That's on me. But we'll pull up the official standings for the Beetle Lights. I think the only series where Kieran Lifflander doesn't lead. Quentin Hamlet in first place, 284. Oh, he's tied. He's tied with Kieran Lifflander for first. They both have 284 points. I gotta go switch sessions now since I did goof that up. The sim loaded. The sim's now closed. We're gonna withdraw from this session. We're gonna get in the proper one. I'm professional, I promise. We've only been doing this, what, 4 weeks, Steven?
You know, it's okay. We're still working out the kinks. You know.
We're still working out the kinks, but yeah, Emma Smith in 10th in this series, Kyle Reed 9th, Paul Deirdrich, Jane Heiskanen, if that's how we're calling it. Oh, they're load that up. John Bailiff, Lucas Wohlring, Andre Matchkinek. Sure, okay. Now I got the list of people who are in this race. Steven, stop laughing at me. We got Gabriella.
I can't.
Gabriel
I'm sorry.
Borky.
I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm just laughing with you.
I feel like it's at me. Joseph Pascucci, Kieran Lifflander, and Pedro Vasquez in this split. I wish you'd pull more. I mean, we can support up to 16 cars on these tracks. Just pull them all. Pull them all at once.
Yeah, I don't really know why it's so limiting. 8 cars for rookies and then what, 10 cars for D class? Like,
Yeah.
and some of these tracks are a lot more electrifying when there's a lot more than 8 cars, especially because it just
I guess
goes
they want to
straight
preserve
from
some
official.
people's iRating.
You know? That's fair, I guess. You gotta have some cutoff where then you won't get rookies joining like a top
Yeah.
split race.
That is true. I understand for the rookie races, but for the C and B class, give me 10 car fields.
Yeah. Especially, or at least especially for the B class. Like the B class, I believe, should be able to go up to 12, like the max.
There we go.
'Cause that's what we base our, I believe we base our format off of. Is just
Exactly.
the B class. So
Here we go. We are in qualifying.
beautiful officials.
We
Red
are
Bull car.
finishing qualifying because Brian can't get in sessions in time. But it's looking like Kieran Leflander ran a 36.3. Jake Robichaud about a second back with a 37.4. Gabriel Borhi 37.7. Jared Hughes with a 37.9. Pedro Vasquez and Joseph Pascucci round out the rest. Waiting for the grid to happen. But do we have any cars on track? We have one car sitting on track, and we got Gabriel finishing his final lap. Does he improve? He does not. That last lap was a 47.9. So I'm not sure what was going on there. Steven, do you like Atlanta? Steven. Oh, there's Steven.
It's Atlanta's fun. I don't hate the.
That doesn't sound like
I really,
you like
really
it. It
like
does
the
not
fish
sound
bowl.
The
The fish bowl is
okay.
really fun. I really,
Fish
really
bowl is
like
fun.
that.
You do, how
but
you feel
other
about
than
turns
that-
1 through 3?
Kind of boring. You know, like when you go into the fish bowl, it's cool, and when you come out of the fish bowl, that's really cool. But the rest of the track, kind of boring, kind of plain. Gotta be honest, that's kind of why I really, really like.
Here.
I really like hell. Sorry, I don't mean to.
It's okay. My starting grid over here is Kieran Leflander, Jake Robichaud, Gabriel Borhi, Jared Hughes, Pedro Vasquez, and Joseph Pascucci.
I'm on the grid for my field as well.
Where'd
Seems
you
like
qualify, Steven?
I did not qualify because I like to go from the back and just blaze through everybody and learn how to racecraft.
There you go. That'll do it. And
I like
off
that's
over here.
my
Kieran
way
Leflander
to
gets
do
a
it,
huge
especially on
jump.
tracks I'm not comfortable with.
Kieran Leflander gets a huge jump on Jake Robichaud, Gabriel Borhi, and Jared Hughes getting side by side into the turn. Jared Hughes might have gotten a slowdown there. He cut that corner pretty hard. Looks like he's okay. But up from Kieran Leflander's about a second up already on Jake Robichaud. Jared Hughes now gaining back on Gabriel Borhi. Let's take an onboard real quick. We haven't done an onboard all night so far. We get to see that fishbowl in action. You enter, you exit. Be very careful of the exit wall on your inside. You can hit that and ruin your car. Steering will not be straight after that.
No, the car will definitely not be happy if you hit that inside wall.
Absolutely.
This is one track I will say though, the jump is really nice because it's more of like that BMX style. It's more of a tabletop than a and
Yeah,
a
the
jump. I
jump
really
here
like
is
that because it
pretty good.
does have like
Yeah.
a nice soft landing for the Beetle.
We got a lot of Joker strategy going on here. Liftlander, Robichaux, I think Velasquez and Borhi have all Jokered, leaving Hughes and Pascucci in the back here. No, Borhi has not Jokered, so the front three have. And these next two are only about 6 seconds behind. I know the Joker here is about 8-9 seconds, so you got to figure out like where you actually are on the track. Pedro Velasquez does not Joker, but Jarrett does. And that pulls Jarrett all the way back into third, from fifth to third. That's what I was talking about. It's such a big Joker. The lap times are, it's nuts. Kieran Littlander, 36.5 this last lap. He's already 5 seconds up on Jake Robichaux.
We just broadcast and your parents call you?
Did we what?
I said, do you ever just broadcast and your parents call you?
Oh. Are your parents calling you?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to answer. My mom called me earlier. I didn't answer. I said no.
I'd love to, but I'm in the middle of a race, so I can't really answer that. I'm also in the broadcast, so I'm not going to answer that either.
Both curbs coming around turns 1 and 2. He's trying to give us the first flip of the night. Cut in the corner. No slowdowns over here. Perfection on the track. See, coming around here, turns 1 and 2, Gabriel Borgi and Joseph Pascucci, they have not Jokered yet. They're about 6 seconds, 7 seconds. They might be able to pull fourth from Vasquez. I don't think anything's going to happen here. I'm thinking unless somebody crashes, this might be our finishing order. We're on lap 5 of 8. Camera angle we were just looking at there through turns 1 and 2. You want to set the car
might be safe for a podium on E-Class right now.
Tossed even. But turns 1 through 3, you really want to get like a nice straight line approach through it. And not be turning the car so much. We'll watch Kieran coming through here. We're gonna watch the beginning of this lap. Show you what I'm talking about. We are racing into the sun though. This is blinding. Kieran tries to straighten this up as much as you can so he's not swerving back and forth. Keep as much speed as you can in the car. This car is all about maintaining straight lines. Getting around its corners. Doing what you gotta do. But minimizing the amount you turn in this car. Littlander coming up to the white flag. He's 6.5 seconds, 7 seconds up on Jake Robichaux.
Oh, please don't take
I
the
think
Joker.
the only strategy we got here right now is Gabriel Borgi has not taken his Joker lap yet. I think he'll be able to get
Joker.
Pedro Velasquez. Find out when he comes around. Joseph Pascucci has crashed. Let's go look. Did we get the flip counter? There is no flip counter. He just spun the car. In the fishbowl, he hit it a little funny.
I'm in fourth. Why did I take my Joker lap so early?
So Gabriel Borgi does Joker, takes Jerry Hughes. He takes third position. He takes Vasquez and Hughes. He got a great Joker. Kieran Littlander won this race. Jake Robichaux in second. Gabriel in third. I'll hide the ticker here and look at these results. It's another Kieran Littlander win, followed by Jake. That's a great race for Jake. We'll see where he pulls out in the points. Gabriel Borgi in third. Jared Hughes, Pedro Vasquez, and Joseph Pascucci rounding out the rest of the field.
Oh, I could have had a podium. But my opponent was smarter than me and saved their Joker for the last lap.
Yeah, it's all about Joker strategy on some of these tracks, and Atlanta's definitely one of them. It's a hard track to pass on. Turns 1 through 3 provide nothing. The dirt sweeper really doesn't provide anything. It's all
That
about
second Joker in the NASA League really adds extra strategy that is so much better to the
yeah,
racecraft.
the officials only go
Tell
for
you
one
guys.
Joker.
Come join NASA SimRacing.com.
We'll
Come
pull up
join
the
the
race
Discord and
results
come
for that
join.
previous race. Kieran Lifflander with 177 champ points again. Nope, I'm showing the wrong one. Let's pop it over. Wait for this thing to update. There it is. Kieran Lifflander with 136 points. Jake with 108. That's a great number. I think Jake is still not in the top division. I don't know. We'll pull it up. I can't. It's pulling up your session, Steven. Well, you
One
get
of my
points.
session.
Yeah, well, you got 16 champion
Oh,
points.
what did I? Woo! Let's go.
Hey, but
16
you got-
champion.
You got safety rating.
huge.
That's our positive out of that one. You got safety rating.
Actually, I do need safety rating. So that's actually positive. I lost a lot of rating.
I
Holy.
didn't want to bring it up, but yes, you did.
Oh my god, I lost 43 I rating.
All right, let's pull this down. Let's pull this down and pull the schedule up. We're on our final race for this evening. It's the only race with heat races. We're going to hell, Steven.
Oh, did I not sign up for this one? I did not sign up for this one. Alright,
You
well.
didn't get in, that's okay.
Yeah, I forgot to do the withdrawal thing. It's alright. I'm not
Well,
mad.
we're waiting for the session to pop. We'll see how many cars get in here. This will, in all likelihood, this is probably going to be the highest strength of field for hell. It's hard to get an official race on hell.
It really is. It's not a. I apologize for the yawning there.
And Steve's
It.
he's too fast.
No, I promise.
Boring you.
I'm catching that jet lag from the car. Hell's a really great track. It's one of my favorites, but it's one of the hardest to get splits on, honestly.
Exactly. Not many people want to buy it because it's not used for anything else. Most of the rallycross tracks are used for everything else. Yeah, even in an official where we're trying to stack, we only got 4 cars here tonight, Steven.
I definitely wish I had made it in. I could have made it into the top split for this one.
Yeah, there's only one split. It's a 4,563 strength of field. We got Alexander Seymour, Evan McFarland, Jake Robichaud, and Kieran Lifflander.
At least I can watch
We
it.
can. We just want to read I ratings out here. 9,745, 7,451, 3,788,
Estimated.
2734.
You know what? I would have gotten decimated, but I would have taken that decimation proudly.
I still think you would have gotten a decent amount of champ points just because of how high the strength of field would be.
Oh, for sure, right? Especially if I gained any positions out of there.
But it did go official, which is it's I'm gonna take a look.
It's huge for. That's all we needed it to do.
Trying to look. Let's look for this week. Can I look for this week? No, there were some other high strength of field for this series.
Darn it, channel is it?
Yeah, this race hasn't gone official in 4 hours today. It's like going official every 2 or 3 hours. We're gonna pull ahead over, and we're gonna go to the race. I think we're still in practice. We are. We got about a minute and a half.
Alright, sick. While that happens, I'm gonna do the cool little ASM bits.
You want to do the cool little ASM bits? Read it off, Steven.
If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube, and ring the bell to be notified of our live streams on weekly, along with our short form content brought to you by Jess Rakowski. If you like content broadcasted by ASN, you can contact us at asntvusa.com. And if you'd like to race in NASA, we have something for everyone. All of the info is at nasasimracing.com. Please come join, guys. I swear it's a great time.
All right, I'll take the schedule for here. Tomorrow, coming up on ASN. On ASN Plus, we have the NASA Rallycross Futures. That's Stephen Moreau and Josh Mertz. We're going to Knockhill. It's a lot of people's least favorite week in NASA Rallycross. Knockhill is the definition of don't make a mistake, Stephen. Touch tire walls, you're dead. So that's gonna start at 8 p.m. Eastern on ASN Plus, followed immediately by the NASA Rallycross Lights World Championship at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's gonna be you and Josh Darnell. Then on Monday, we're going to Knockhill. Also, we're staying there for the NASA Rallycross Contenders. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's gonna be myself and Justin Robichaud. Then on Thursday, Josh Mertz and I are back. We're going to Torque Sports Car Series. GT3 racing has been incredible this season. We're going to Watkins Glen. We got the boot. It's gonna be a race. I'm excited to watch it again. Missed it last week, but we're back, and then we're back next Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Josh Mertz and I, NASA Rallycross World Championship for Knockhill. And look at that, we timed that perfectly. Qualifying starts now. Kieran Lifflinder's first car on track. I think Evan's immediately out there too. There's so little time to get the qualifying done. I think Hell still has a mistake on it where you have 4 minutes to qualify, but you got to do almost, I think, 2 full laps before they count.
Oh, yeah.
Squiggy Wiggins says,
I swear I'm not tired.
It'd be more fun. I think the downhill on the asphalt would be scary, but the rest of the track would be pretty fun backwards. I still think Sonoma should be backwards. Sonoma would be so fun sliding downhill on the sand, and then
oh my god, brother, what? Stop. No, stop. That'd be so awesome. Actually, though, having that going downhill on Sonoma, that'd be so fun in that dirt section. iRacing, make it happen. If you're not gonna give us new tracks, at least give us the reverse mirrored. Give us mirrored tracks.
All right, let's see. Yeah, you got to do
Let
2
us go
laps. Now
downhill
Kieran
once
Lifflinder's
more.
on his first lap with 3 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. Each lap is about 38 seconds, so you are just being able to pull it out. You have to get on the track as soon as possible.
Yeah, to get both your laps in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kieran here running the curb. There's a fine line of being able to run as much of that curb as you can without it giving you an incident point. But he's coming around, finishing up his first lap. And there's a 36.5, it looks like. 36.5. Let's go to Evan McFarland finishing his. He started a little behind, so we get to see him finish up his lap. Alexander Seymour with a 38.0. That's 1.5 seconds off of Kieran Lifflinder. Evan McFarland comes around. And it's a 36.9. That's 3/10 off of Kieran. Jake Robichaud rounds out the fourth position with a 38.9.
Well, I'm happy to see Evan McFarland came out tonight. That's gonna give Kieran Lifflander a real run for his money. So
yeah.
I'm really excited to see that. Hopefully we get to see an actual challenge. I'm also excited to see where Jake Robichaud is going to come out on top of this.
It's a lot of practice for Jake and a lot of practice for Kieran and Evan racing next to each other. We go here, I think it's either round 9 or 10 is held this season in NASA Rallycross. So we're getting a preview. We're getting a preview of what this battle probably will look like. We're going to Alexander Seymour round out his third lap. Last lap was a 38. Zero this lap was a 38.3. Jake's on his last one. And that's it. Qualifying's done. So I think it's just gonna do a heat and a feature.
Awesome.
Maybe it's just the race. Who knows? Hello, dog.
It
So
might
Kieran
just skip
Lifflander, Evan
through.
McFarland, Alexander Seymour, and Jake Robichaud.
No, it's gonna do a heat, and then it's gonna attempt to do a consolation. But I
It
almost
will
guarantee you
definitely
that
skip it.
consolation is gonna get skipped because it says 4 people will go into the
Yep,
feature.
4 go,
So
yeah.
it's definitely gonna skip that.
So we're just getting 5 laps here and 10 laps there. Got real foggy. Tends to do that here.
I think this track would also be really great with some
And we're off. Kieran
With some
Lifflander,
track
Evan
light.
McFarland. With some what, Steven?
with some track lights. I think this track would be great
Yeah,
with some
it'd
track
be
lights.
pretty
So it
awesome
could do
at
some
night.
night racing.
Alexander Seymour blitzing off to the Joker the first time, trying to get some sort of strategy in. But up front, it's Kieran Lifflander and Evan McFarland almost side by side going through the bumps the first time. The curbing will pull your car, it might spin it around. You gotta be very careful not to get a slowdown.
There's some aggressive lines coming up out of that dirt section there, coming back onto the pavement there. You like right onto that shoulder.
Yeah, it's when you're coming through there,
Outside
you
shoulder.
got your wheel completely left as you're coming through.
Jake Robichaud
Alright.
takes his
Jake
one and only
Robichaud
Joker,
spins in the
and he
Joker.
spins around in the
We
Joker.
saw it in the
actually.
back of the camera. He got spun around there. Alexander Seymour also had an accident, it looks like. Not sure what happened to him, but we'll go on board Evan McFarland here. We're going to watch. If he does it how I do it, he does not do it how I do it. I get the wheel completely to the left and then completely to the right to try and spin it out. Evan makes it look easy. He's about a second behind Kieran Lifflander, and he's going to go off to his Joker. Try to introduce some strategy. Not the best entry. Didn't get the car super rotated. But he's moving. Kieran Lifflander getting
Which is like
real big and sideways going into the dirt sweeper. But that's exactly what you want to do.
Great way to memorialize your significant other or your family members.
Oh, right on the
With
Not all cars
name.
get it, but you get the Subaru gets a nice little plate right in the front. Evan McFarland got a memorial for his father in there.
That's a really nice touch.
I wish all the cars had something like that. So you got something on the pit camera or the onboard cameras. I know some of the cars you can do
It really
the
does
banners
make for a
on.
nice touch.
Kieran really throwing it into this turn. And look at Evan not throwing it in this hard, trying to take a different line through the curbing.
Looks like he's
Last
trying
time
to get better momentum.
We'll look at our lap times here. You can say both took their regular laps this time. Kieran Lifflander runs a 39.4. 39.7. I think Kieran took the Joker that time. Yes, he did. But Kieran is just running away with this race. Evan's gonna have to put some work into a setup for this next season, for the end of this season. Is that Kieran's walking away with 2-second lead on him. Normally we don't see that. Squeaky Wiggins asking if we do this every Saturday night. We're doing this every Saturday night. This 8 p.m. Eastern. That we run that full hours of officials, starting with the 8:15 rookies. Do it 8:30 to the C class, D class at 8:45, and then just B class at the top of the hour. That was that race. Heat race is over. Kieran Lifflander, Evan McFarland, Alexander Seymour, and Jake Robichaud, and that's how we're going to grid the feature. Very curious to see how many points we're going to get.
Oh, this is an unofficial feature, actually.
Are we unofficial? We should be official.
Yeah.
We need 4. Oh, it does say unofficial.
Not
It's
go
not, hey,
official.
Steven, though, I'm going to lie to you. I think it lies to you because sometimes in the
I sworn this was also a 4-car series.
it is. Sometimes in spectate mode, if it's only 4 cars, it will lie to us and say unofficial even though it is. I've had it happen before. It's a
That makes
funky world.
sense. Yeah,
iRacing is a
minimum
fickle-
starters is
a
4. It's
fickle-
definitely a spectator bug. Interesting.
Well, while these cars get
Well-
good, I'm looking through the rest. I'm downloading all the series data. I don't know if anybody's points have changed yet. Skier and Lifflander in the D series.
I like that they went through the
we got a few more
painstaking
points
effort
than Quentin.
to render out the grid spots, but they didn't bother using the grid spots.
Hey, listen.
Love you, iRacing.
Alexander Seymour off to the Joker again, first time.
Immediately, Jokers.
And we're back at it.
It's gonna bite him in the back.
It's like a continuation. It's a continuation of what we just watched, except the gap gets to close for Evan. He gets to just reset and try and maintain this. Try and maintain. I guess a magnet to Kieran Lifflander's bumper.
And you know what? Because this is officials, and I don't have to be a biased commentator. Because this is officials. Go, Jakey, go! I believe in you.
It's gonna be a hard one for Jake, but he is in third. He is in third. If these two up front if these two up front hit the wall, Jake has an easy second place. Right now, it looks like he's gonna round out the podium. Kieran, what happened to Kieran? Oh, he blinked out of the session. He's back. I thought he might have crashed. He just blinked.
Seemed like it was like a late night session, but the
it was just foggy.
Bright daylight.
Yeah, it was just foggy. It was morning, and it advanced to the race. Advanced a few hours in sim time, so the fog has lifted. And we get a nice view of how.
Oh, hey, we got Seymour pulling up on Jake Robichaux.
That we do. I might just be watching the battle for third here.
As Jake goes in for his Joker.
Jake taking a better Joker this time than last time. He's not spun around.
Definitely a lot faster.
Yeah, not spinning is definitely faster than spinning.
Where my non-biased cheering comes back in. I still believe in you, Jake.
He's only about 4 seconds off of Alexander Seymour. It's possible. We'll get some better indication of lap times next time around because Alexander Seymour ran a 37.5 that last lap. Jake ran a 41, but that's with his Joker. Kieran Lifflander with 36.6 to Evans 36.9. He's pulling about a third second each time around. It's looking like a 37.7 to a 37.8. Alexander Seymour this time around. What's he going to pull? He gets a 37.3, and Jake is going to do a 39.0. So Jake really going to need to step on that gas pedal a little bit harder if he wants to catch Alexander.
I think Evan took his Joker because he's like 5 seconds off.
Yeah, if he's 5 seconds off, he definitely took his Joker. Unless he made a mistake that we did not see, but I doubt it.
His car doesn't look like it's not.
Yeah, his car looks fine.
We'll see when he comes across the line here, it'll tell us.
And Evan did take his Joker.
Yeah.
Kieran's probably not going to respond until the final lap. Or the lap before.
But if Evan can get his pace back up at least like up to like the 3 seconds behind. When Kieran goes to take his Joker, Evan will be in front. So
It's gonna be a hard ask, Steven. He's
you
about
lose
7
about like a 3 or 4 seconds in the Joker.
He's about 7 seconds back now, and Kieran has been faster every single lap. Let's see if he responds. He
A
does
hard
not.
ask, but we'll find out. I just want anybody to give this man a challenge. I'm tired of seeing this man get off scot-free.
It's not scot-free. It's hours of practice, but
Well, it's pretty much scot-free.
and we have seen him make mistakes. He made a mistake earlier today in supercar racing. That cost him a spot on the podium. I don't know if you were watching or not. Kieran takes his Joker. He was about 7 seconds up on Evan. He's going to come out. Evan's nowhere near. Nowhere near it. About 4 seconds off still. Well, we have one final lap after this.
Well, a man could have hoped, right?
A man can hope.
A man can hope, he can dream. And I, sir, shot for the stars.
Final lap, Kieran Lifflander. Just an exhibition at this point. It's 4 seconds up on Evan. Eating those curbs. And that would be it. That's going to be it. Kieran Lifflander wins the B-Class race. Evan McFarlane coming in second. Alexander Seymour and Jake Robichaud rounding out the top 4 of 4. That's 4 for 4 again for Kieran.
Well,
And that's going to be that.
it is what it is. It is hell, to be fair.
It is hell.
It's hell. You know, it's what it's called. It's
Exactly. I got a hard
exciting,
out tonight, so we're gonna forego interviews. I think we only would have Kieran anyway.
Yeah, it'd only be Kieran or Jake.
It's only Kieran anyway. We're downloading some of these results. We're gonna hit up the rest of what we're looking at here. We'll pull up the race results, and I gotta remember to hit the button that I'm supposed to hit. I want to show that. Pop it over. Here we go. Give it a second, and hit the button. This is a new graphic. I'm not used to the buttons yet. Kieran Lifflander won 179 championship points. But still, Jake got 29. It's not terrible. Not terrible for coming in last in the race. 42 iRating lost. 17 gained for Kieran. You get inches closer and closer to that 10K mark. Evan McFarlane loses one. You see what we mean? The higher you go, you have to be perfect. Evan loses one for coming in second place. Alexander Seymour up 26 iRating. Everybody gets some safety. Big safety
Would have been a
jumps
big
for some of these
gain
people.
though for Evan.
It's a big safety grade.
Would have been a big
he's
gain
at a
for him.
1.5
If he
safety
came
rate.
first place though.
Evan, what have you
If he
been doing?
came first,
He's
he
at a
probably would have
1.5
gotten like
safety
30,
rating.
40 points for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his
right.
safety rating's taking a hit there. Definitely needed that.
This will swap over here in a second. We're going to look at the B-Class official standings. Kieran Lifflander, 372.
go.
This will not change, but we did have one change in one of the earlier series. Downloaded it a few minutes ago. We'll go back to the D-Class series. Kieran Lifflander, he was tied before with Quentin Hamlet. He now has a 5-point lead, 289 to 284. So tonight's race did go a little ways in breaking him up. You were talking about Jake Robichaud. Jake Robichaud went from 7th to 5th with his.
Yeah, he made big positional move
He
there.
made big strides in the D-Class.
That's awesome.
And then let's look at the C class.
In C class, I can't tell if it's updated or not.
It did update.
But
Kieran Liftwinter's maintained the 352. Emma Smith still in second with a 296. And Josh Darnell up in sixth. He wants us to know he's up in sixth. Jake Robichaux up to eighth. I think he was 10th before. He's up to eighth. And let's hit the rookies.
I think it was it.
And the rookies.
Show
I don't think much has changed here.
changes.
Yeah, not much has changed here. It's still a bunch of Finnish and Swedish people. So we're not going to read all the names because I struggle.
Nope.
No, look at Russell Holmes. 47 starts in the last 2 weeks.
That's a lot of
That's
starts.
a lot of races. That's Eric Dubois when he first started racing. 300 starts in 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of racing. Let's pull. I gotta pull that back down. Whoops. All right. All right, Steven. Let's wrap this one up. How are you feeling? Was that fun?
That was great. The hell could have been better, but
Hell could have been a little better.
it's a tough one to get
Maybe
participation.
click
If I had
join in
clicked,
time.
I could have been in there, and I could have been more reporting. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. It's that's on me. You know, better note for next time that sometimes I might have to actually withdraw and
Yeah.
mid race and join
hard
mid race.
It's hard to get them in. But
But
I'm gonna run through.
other than that,
everything
what are
real
your
quick.
thoughts?
It was a good night of racing. Kieran is just running away with everything, but it looks like the unknown Quentin Hamlet's giving him a little run in D class. But we'll see. But I'm gonna run through everything real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna read it real schedule one more time. Tomorrow night, we got NASA Rallycross Futures and Lights. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, goes to 9. We're at Not Kill all this week for NASA Rallycross. Contenders is on Monday night. That's Justin Robichaux and I. And Torque Sports Car Series back this Thursday, Watkins Glen, 8:40 p.m. Eastern time. And then cameras all evening, brought to you by Whiplash Simcams. If you like what you see, Whiplash Simcams, facebook.com/wsimcams. Who says www anymore? I'm very old. I'm very old. But hit up Andrew Cardinale IV. He'll give you some nice cameras. He's got great packages for everything: NASCAR, IndyCar, road racing, all sorts of stuff. And if you like what you see from us, ASN, TV USA, on everything, everywhere. If it's a social media account, we're probably there. And then if you want to race with us, NASASimRacing.com. We got 4 series, pretty much all skill levels welcome. If you can drive a car, you can drive with us. But that's all I got tonight, Stephen. So let's get out of here from all of us at ASN TV USA. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I still got to get the script for who to thank for everybody, but you all know who you are. Josh, Jake, Justin, Jess, Victor, other Josh.
Everybody in the ASN family.
Yeah, everybody in the ASN family. But we're going to bounce. Have a good night, everybody. See you next week.